Welcome back to the Arsenal podcast with me, Kosi. And of course, thank you so much for being with me until right now. Phillipe Anderson linked to Arsenal. What is the full story? The Guardian have written it, Guardian, and that means Fabrizio Romano. Some of you think, wherever, Fabrizio Romano does, he takes to his Instagram and Twitter. No, at times he writes stories in the Guardian. He never publishes them. So here we go. Here we are. Fabrizio Romano has written this story in the Guardian. Mikel Arteta is weighing up an option, as a move for Phillipe Anderson to take him to Arsenal, and he has been offered to us by West Ham. 27 years of age, left winger, forward, a loan deal that will cost us 5 million. 5 million. Would you take Phillipe Anderson to Arsenal? Would you take Phillipe Anderson at Arsenal? He's a forward who plays majorly on the left side of the pitch, like Willian, another Willian, but of course he can play very well as a number 10. Would you take him? So we are going to be looking at that story and so much more. Now, if you look at last season, Phillipe Anderson had 25 matches. He scored 1 goal and had 4 assists, 1 yellow card, and didn't have a red card. If you look at the 2018-2019 season, he had 36 appearances, 9 goals and 4 assists. And of course, that's the Premier League. In the EFL Cup, he had 2 matches played last season, 1 assist and no goal. So would you take Phillipe Anderson, as our number 10? Because, he's linked to us, basically because we're looking for a forward. Phillipe Anderson, would you take him? So if you look at his market value, it is around 50 million. They signed him, he's a bowler, one of those players that are really, really, really good players. But it seems that, he's not really working out. Things are not really working out for him at the club itself, West Ham. So the Guardian are saying Mikel Arteta, is weighing up a move for Phillipe Anderson. If we fail to get a decent number 10, if you fail to get Philippe Coutinho, if you fail to get Hasenawa, we might go for Phillipe Anderson. 27 years of age, proven. He has played in the Premier League. The only thing he hasn't done is, performing up to the task at West Ham. West Ham are planning to replace him, and us, are planning to go for him. Should we take Phillipe Anderson at Arsenal? That's the question I'm asking, and you guys need to answer. But before you answer, subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. So the deal is Arsenal can get Phillipe Anderson at 5 million deal, but it will be a loan deal. We are not signing him on a permanent deal. It's going to be a loan deal, £5 million, a loan deal, which of course with an option that we can buy him later. But for me, it's not the kind of player I would take at Arsenal. If you have been at West Ham, a club with less pressure, a less profile club, and you're not proving that you are another player like Maddison, you're not proving to the levels of the kind of players that we would take, I wouldn't take him. If you cannot prove at at a club like West Ham, how sure are we that you're gonna prove at a club like Arsenal? You've been at at West Ham for the past 2 seasons. You've played almost 100 games. You don't have even 20 goals in the past 2 seasons, and you want to play as a playmaker at Arsenal. I wouldn't take him. That's the truth. I wouldn't take him. I would stick with the Hasenawa or Philippe Coutinho, because I know Anderson and Philippe Coutinho are in the same range. But then you look at Philippe Coutinho and his statistics, even at Bayern. He has been praised in the last season, helping Bayern to win the Champions League. So I think Coutinho is better placed. Hasenawa is better placed than Philippe Anderson. But at times the transfers are really crazy, and you may not know what's really going on. The prices are very high, and the transfers are not really easy to break. So we might go for Phillipe Anderson and leave out the other number 10s Arsenal want. So would you take him? Smash the likes, get in your comments, and we are gonna be going through your comments little by little. Phillipe Anderson linked to us. It is, it is a story that has been, in the media for the past, I think, 2-3 hours, and scrapping up very, very fast. We were linked with Ben Rama before. then Hasanawa, now Phillipe Anderson. We want a creative player. Mikel Arteta is looking for a creative player. Would you take that creative player to be Phillipe Anderson? He has failed to prove to us that he's a good player at West Ham. Of course, he's a baller, and when you go on YouTube and watch his video clips and see what the media write about him, he's a wonderful player, excellent baller. But for me, I wouldn't take a player because he's a baller. I would take a player because of his statistics and the impact the player has on the pitch. And if I look at the impact of Phillipe Anderson, it's not really that big. It's not really that big. It's not a matter of getting the ball rolling, rolling around, running around with the ball. It's not like that. You need to be very, very productive when it comes to output on the pitch, so that you can deserve to play for a club like Arsenal. But again, if you look at the transfer market and how it is, maybe you can think about it and say, instead of us missing out on getting an excellent bowler, why don't we try Phillipe Anderson? Because what if we don't get Hasanawa? What if we don't get Coutinho? What if we don't get the money for Benrahma? And then all we can do is activate a loan deal for Phillipe Anderson. That's the only condition as to what I would take him. But under the other conditions, I wouldn't take him. I wouldn't take him at Arsenal. That is the truth. So guys, smash up the like button. 14 likes on the video. That's still very small. Smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. Let us get them to as many as we can. And I'm going to be taking your comments right now. Any more news on Partey and our not yet. The breaking news is that Arsenal has been offered the man himself, Phillipe Anderson. That is what is happening. So our and Partey, not any breaking news so far. Anderson not going to Arsenal. I also don't think he deserves a move to Arsenal. I don't think he deserves a big profile move to Arsenal. Why would I take Phillipe Anderson? What has he done at West Ham to make us think that he's a wonderful player? He deserves more chances at Arsenal. I don't think he deserves it. Forex says we don't need him. We don't need him. But remember, we are looking for more creativity. We are looking for more creativity. Truth is, he's better than what we have right now. When it comes to creativity, who do you compare him to? Creating chances and being a baller like he is, entertaining and so on. He's better than what we have, but I wouldn't take him. That's the truth. I wouldn't take him. We have Willian, Pepe, Saka, Aubameyang, and Mo. Okay, but still, as a number 10, you take Phillipe. You take Phillipe as a number 10 because he's better than anyone at Arsenal if you put them in that creative, role. Number 10. What's going on, my friend of Maya? How are you, bro? How are you, bro? Legendary channel. How many more wingers? No, I don't think we are going to. I don't think we are going to sign any more wingers. I don't think we are going to sign any more wingers. I think it is, done and dusted. We are getting the midfielders. The back line is okay. The front line is okay. We are getting the midfielders, and we are running out of the transfer market. We don't need him. So many wingers. What for? What? Pepe, Willian, Nelson. Maybe if Aubameyang, Laka fails to move on. Even if Aubameyang or Lacazette, didn't prove to us, you wouldn't bring in a player like Anderson. What can he do when it comes to the position of Aubameyang? What can he do when it comes to the position of Lacazette? I wouldn't go for him. I can't talk about this. I'm not an Arsenal fan. It's okay. Thank you, Promise. Thank you so much, Promise. Thank you. Second says no, he wouldn't take him. Thank you, Vlad. I wouldn't take him rather. I wouldn't take him either. Saka, Abba, Martin, and William, Pepe, too many. Yeah, we have to, we just have enough wingers. And even if it's number 10, I wouldn't take him as my number 10 at the club. I wouldn't take him as my number 10 at the club. That's the truth. We need to remember that we have an amazing player coming back in that position in Martinelli. Martinelli, number 10. I think Martinelli is more comfortable as a striker or an inverted winger. I think that's where he's more comfortable. And I think, if we brought him in, this is just, wasting chances for the young lads. I think, you're right. We just need to give the Martinellis a chance. I will take him after we at least get one of Partey or our. Okay, that's your opinion. That's your opinion, Ryan Prowse. Thank you so much. In Arsenal, we trust. Kulumba nodding. Thank you so much. Anderson, no. Bello. I wouldn't take him. I wouldn't take him either. Bro, I'm sorry, but I don't want that player at the club. We don't need another winger, even if it's just a loan. I think it's more speculation. We need midfield to strengthen. Yeah, it's, of course, it's much of speculation. But what frightens me is when the Guardian writes through Fabrizio Romano. Romano never writes about nonsense. So when Romano writes, I get scared. Such transfers always happen on a daily basis. We need Partey, Bello Yusuf, you're right, man. We need him. Samuel, you need him. You have enough fingers. I think you know that you have enough fingers. So why do you need him? How are you, bro? Innocent. I'm very fine, brother. I'm very fine, brother. Good job, bro. Thank you so much, Innocent. Thanks, my brother. Thank you so much, Cabo. Any news on anyone leaving? So much news on the transfers leaving. I think Torreira is very, very, inches away from leaving the Emirates. 3.5 million is still being negotiated to see Socrates leave the club as well. Rob Holding is leaving to Newcastle on a loan deal, not permanent deal. And Hector Bellerin, Arsenal is saying they want 35 million from the player, and the bid that just came in from PSG was 25. So let us wait and see how that's going to roll out. We are going to play Willian in the number 10 role a lot. That's your opinion, but of course, if you get someone like Coutinho or Aouar, then he cannot occupy our number 10. Can you do a watch along against Fulham? I'll do it. Watch along against Fulham. I'll do it. Thank you so much, Markfish. Thank you so much, Markfish. I'll do it. We signed Messi, Roddy. That's a lie. It isn't true. We cannot sign Messi. I don't think he's even going to leave Barcelona. He's not good enough for us, and he can't take us where we want to reach. That is edema. I think his statistics are really awful. That's the truth. His statistics are really, really awful, and I wouldn't take him at Arsenal. Bombo clad. Samuel, don't abuse the man. Good job, brother. Thank you so much, Samuel. But the truth is, I wouldn't say bombo clad, but a player with such bad statistics, why would I take him at Arsenal? That's the truth. If you are saying we want better than what we have, we need to get not averagely better, but super better than what we have. I wouldn't take him. But thank you so much, Samuel. Said no, he wouldn't take him. I think the voting is okay. The voting is in my favor. Arsenal fan, Arsenal still on our. We are still in talks. We are still there, man. Still there. Diawara will come in if we fail to get Thomas Partey. So let us be patient. We are still dealing with Thomas Partey if we fail to negotiate it, because Lacazette and Thomas Partey, there could be a swap deal. I don't know how it can be negotiated, but there could be a swap deal. If that swap deal happens, no Diawara. But if we fail to get Partey, probably we can go for Diawara. But I would prefer we go for someone like Wilfred Ndidi. Anyway, I love your podcast. Thank you so much, Joshua. Thank you so much, so much. Hi, Ba. How are you, blood? Ba, how are you? I'm very fine, man. Very fine. How are you doing? Auba who? Auba what? Auba boots clots young. Of course, if Auba is very close to signing his contract. Actually, very close to being announced, not signing, because I think we have agreed personal terms. He's going to sign a 39 million contract. He has 39 per year. That is around 250K a week. He has turned down 2 offers. I think one from Barcelona and the other from PSG to join them. So I think he's going to stay. Elvis says he is good, but we have enough. Exactly, we have enough fingers. And he ain't good enough. That's the truth. Let us be very clear. He is not good enough. Good, but not good enough. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. 96 people are watching. Smash the like button right now. Smash the like button right now. Let us get them to so many as we can. We are already at 22. Smash the likes. 22 likes are very small. That's being mean. Smash the like button, everybody. 100 people watching. Smash the like. Besides having to sell players to generate income, what happened to our transfer kitty for this summer? Don't we have any money at all because we have only bought Gabriel? The truth is, I think we have the money, but the wages. We have to get some people off the wage, off the wage budget. After we get people off the wage budget, though we get some little income, because if you look at Arsenal, we're not going to sell a player at 50 million. So we cannot really say that Arsenal is really selling players to get a lot of money. So I think that it's not the money, it's the wage bill, and of course we need some more money from from the door to support the club. But I think it's much of reducing the pressure on the wage pattern. Arsenal is ever talking about why can't they make it? Talks are still ongoing. If Gabriel Magalhaes spent 2 weeks without being announced, then our might spend 4. So let us be patient on goal. Omar, I think we need Partey. It will be a good signing for us. A good defensive midfielder is needed in Arsenal because we are weaker in that area. Hopefully, Partey will be a good answer. He would be a very good answer, Omar. He would be a very good answer if Arsenal can sign him. That's the truth. Much love from Singapore. Bless you, Apkosi. Thank you so much, Alan Spino, my brother. Arsenal does need Messi to excel. That's a tricky one, man. Jacob, that's really, that's really tricky. When you talk about Messi, you're talking about 700 million pounds, 700 million pounds, and almost 1 million, wages per week. That's a lot of money. That's, our budget would crash. Anderson can be good squad player. Please don't underestimate him. He will never play on the wing for us. It will always be a number 10. Good squad player. Good squad player. Well, I think, Terry, right now, we might not be very much interested in, getting in squad players at first. We need to get in, the players who can start for the club right now. Let us first do the priority signings, get them in, and then we can think about other players. Of course, a big squad is something that every club would want to have, but, you first need to have the first 11 conk. But, he would be a good squad player. Let him sit on the bench and wait, on the bench. That would be, really wonderful. How are you, bro? I'm very good, very good. How are you doing, Terry Chirunda? Will Partey join Arsenal? Really? Let us wait. Let us wait. Like I said, it's always very hard when a player has a release contract, a release clause in his contract. That's why Liverpool didn't sign Timo Werner. Good afternoon, Kosi. Told me, bro, what is good about Phillipe Coutinho, who is being offered to Arsenal? Arsenal is not a Casasro where garbages are collected. We want Partey an hour. Really, in the past two years, he hasn't had any good statistics. That's the truth. And I think this is the reason as to why West Ham, I want to force him away. He's getting, very big wages, 140K a week, and I really don't think he deserves to get that. How much money was in the watch list for this season? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, Suti AFC? What do you mean? What do you mean? I think Arsenal should buy these 2 Partey an hour and maybe look for possibly a loan Coutinho from Barca. Getting a loan deal for Coutinho, when I have our Partey, then I would go for Phillipe Anderson because he's a squad player. He's going to wait for Aouar to get injured or get exhausted. So I would go for Phillipe Anderson to sit on the bench and wait for Aouar, if any. I'm really not getting it. I'm not really getting it. I'm not really getting your question. AFC. Sorry. Thanks, dog. Wow, where is Partey? Where's Partey? We are still waiting for him. That's all I can say. We're still waiting for Partey. We need number 10, a player like Modric. Exactly. You bring out the real issue. We need a player like Modric. We need a player like Luka Modric. Create chances, pass, all day long, all evening long. We need someone like that. You're very right, Kurumba. Do you honestly think we will get Partey? Let us first get the money. Let us first get the money, and then we can discuss that. 10K subscribers for Kosi, Alan Spino. Thank you so much. We are very close to 9K, and let us get them to 10,000 subscribers. So everybody who wants to see 10,000 subscribers on the Arsenal podcast, please do subscribe down to the channel. Messi would ruin AFC. He's too big. Being too big doesn't mean he would ruin us, but the saga, and of course, he has a lot of influence, so he would want a lot of influence at the club. Mess up our dressing room. I wouldn't take him. Trust me, I wouldn't. we don't really have a dangerous, energetic, and unexperienced winger beside Auba and Pepe, and we both know Auba is not a winger, and beside Pepe, we can't really put all our eggs in Nelson's basket. Sasa's the point. Sasa's the point. Really, you need a lot of, you need someone who's a little bit more energetic and dangerous on the ball. Pepe is dangerous. Willian is a dangerous player. Bukayo Saka isn't that dangerous but good. Of course, that's when you would call him a player like Phillipe Anderson, but after getting the priority signings. But if you don't get the priority signings and you start splashing money on, on players you don't need, as priorities, then it doesn't make sense, plan. But your point is quite right. You're quite right. I need lineup for Arsenal. Innocent lineup for Arsenal after transfers, I think, because right now, our lineup is really, predictable. Just get, DANI CEBALLOS, fit him into that FA Cup lineup, and then get Gabriel Magalhaes, fit him into the FA Cup lineup and remove Roboldi. That's our lineup. So I don't think, it's any better. It isn't smart for clubs to pay 250,000 weekly wages. That can affect your books in federation, especially if you need new players. It's true, but I think if you look at Arsenal, most of our players are getting very, less wages. It's only Messi Ozil and then Aubameyang who will be, topping the chart. We're not clubs like Manchester City and United who almost everywhere, everyone gets 200K a week. No, for us, we are not like that. So it doesn't really have to bother us. How much money did we have to spend? How much money did we have to spend? Stan Kroenke said he's gonna give us, he's gonna give us 100 million. Where is it? I don't know. But he said we were gonna spend 100 million this summer. We have spent 22 and we are broke. We are broke, man. I don't know how how the hell we got broke, but there we are, broke. He meant how much money did we have at the start of the season to spend? Really, I can only say, based on speculation, that Kroenke and sports industries said they are going to give Mikel Arteta, support Mikel Arteta with 100 million. With 22 million spent, Arsenal is then broke. Will Ozil stay? Possibly he will stay and leave at the end of the summer. That's what I think. As a club. Okay, Blood. I think I answered your question. What do you think Arsenal's lineup next season will look like? Or next season? I think Banleno will be in goal. And we shall use a 3-4-3. So Banleno in goal. David Luiz will stay in the back line. Gabriel Magalhaes will join him. And William Saliba. That's what I think. In the midfield, Kian Tierney will step forward into the midfield, as well as Elsmat and Naus. I think Grant Xhaka and DANI CEBALLOS will be our midfielders there. Aubameyang will play as a striker. Pepe will play as on the right wing, and Willian. That is how I can say that. Ozil is finished. Not really. He ain't finished. Until the end of the season, he's still an Arsenal player under contract, getting 350K a week. Keith, do you think Arsenal will finish in the top 4? If we get two more quality players, Arsenal can finish in the top 4. If we can get Partinewa in the midfield, Pepe and Auba and Willian up front, our defense is solid. Europa League is ours for sure. Europa League is really not predictable. I wonder how Sevilla beat Manchester United comfortably. Without panic. Eva Banega, Suso, and Luke de Jong, 2-1, you're out. You're crying in the semifinals, you're out. So it's really tricky, but I think we would be very good, Markfish. Vodu, which players do you think that arrived to Arsenal before the transfer close? Just intelligent guess. Oh, the players that I think we can sign before we close the transfer window. Apart from those that we have signed. I think Awa will, I think Awa is one player that will join us. Awa is one player that will join us. And who else? I'll go with Awa and Diawara. I cannot really, put my eggs in, Partey's basket. Let me go with Jawara and Awa. I think we need Partey, Awa, and probably Anderson, Pius. You think that? You think that, Blood? Partey is needed, Awa is needed. Anderson maybe for, squad depth. I think Awa will be our perfect number 10. Exactly. Everybody knows that. And it's true. Keep real. It's true. It's true. What's your top 4 prediction? My top 4 prediction, I think Liverpool are still good enough. They will challenge for the title with Manchester City and Chelsea. So, top 4, Liverpool. Okay, if you want me to predict who's going to win the title, I think Manchester City will go for the title. Liverpool can be runners-up. Chelsea have a very good, squad. They can come as number 3. The big battle will be between Manchester United and Arsenal for top 4. I think, depending on, how both of them will finish in their transfer summers, Arsenal and United, one of them could make the top 4 at the 4th position. We don't need Messi. Evans, Oma, thank you so much. We don't need Messi, please. We don't need Messi. I like Nelson's mentality. He needs to prove. Smash the like button, smash the like button, smash the like button. We are at 38 already. Smash the like button. Let us get them to at least 50. At least 50. Smash the like button if you're Guna. If you're Guna and you love Arsenal, smash the like button. What's your nickname? My name is Cosmas and my nickname is Kosi. Paying higher wages in pounds can affect your recruitment in federation and your books of account like Chelsea. Yeah, it's true, Rogers. It's true, Rogers. But like I said, Arsenal never pays big wages to players. Our big wages are 90K, 100K. That's not big. That's not big. We are one of the richest clubs in England, and we are one of those clubs that make a lot of profit. Winning the Europa League is our way to Champions League. We can also finish top 4 if we get the ball running clearly. CEBALLOS will not play versus Fulham. No, he might make his first game in October. People are talking of Messi, but Arsenal can't manage the bills on put him plus his salary. Let Arsenal just fight harder to get Partey and Awa. We shall succeed. No, we cannot really we cannot get Messi. What are the chances of qualifying for the Champions League? 2 more players, we can't do it. 2 more players with Mikel Arteta's mentality and solidarity, we can do it. I think Partey can solve our defensive problem just like Alex Song did. That is Frank, you're right. He's a good defensive midfielder. What will be your reaction if you win the Premier League next season? I don't know. I would remove my shirt and stream without a shirt on. That's the truth. I would stream without a shirt on. It would be really, really surprising. I think we should give Ozil a chance if we don't get that creative, because he is not going anywhere. He has creativity and he's immense, when he is when he's at his best. If he doesn't work out, then drop him. Of course, I don't know. That depends on the coach. It depends on Mikel Arteta. Alexi, shut up. I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you. Anyway, thank you for being on the stream. It means a lot. That you pick, you pick the stream. Hello, bro. How are you, Biaruhango Bed? Alexi, how are you? Are you okay? I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know what's wrong with him. Please, Kosi, I would like to know where you are broadcasting because you're big fan. Thanks. Oh, thank you, Kasim. I'm broadcast. I would like to know where you are broadcasting. I'm broadcasting. I'm in Uganda and I'm broadcasting on YouTube. I always broadcast, on a daily basis. On a daily basis. So, Phillipe Anderson will sign for Arsenal soon. I'm not sure. It's still a rumor written by the Guardian's Fabrizio Romano. If, for instance, clubs like Chelsea, Man U, and Manchester City spend 100+ million on one player, what's wrong with just 70 or even below to be used for good players like Partey, Diawara, and our Clement team? Chelsea are spending right now because they have not been spending of recent. That's what I think. That's what I think. And I think, you know, we have spent 70 billion before on Pepe. I think, you know, we are improving day in, day out. Because see, when can I jump on your live stream? We should plan a day. We should plan a day. My email is in is in the description. You can go on Twitter and use the Arsenal podcast. I'm on Twitter as the Arsenal podcast. Let us talk it out on Twitter. Yeah, let us talk it out on Twitter, so that you can come on the stream, my blood. There is a problem with Arsenal. The problem with Arsenal is what I call Wenger philosophy. All what Arsenal need is resurgence of Wenger philosophy. Arsenal will finish in the 5th this season. Wenger philosophy, I really, you know, that would take us a day to discuss the problems of Arsenal, and really if Wenger is still, you know, affecting us with his philosophies and so on. But I don't think really. I don't think. Remember, well, you know, we were smashed by, you know, United. We were even getting relegated. Arsenal 2-0 title. You got this. Anderson is better than Coutinho? No. Is it okay, Owen? Okay to come on the stream. Okay, coming on the stream is okay. Will our defense succeed or flop? Almost, you know, with almost 9 quality defenders, I think we shall succeed. So, guys, thank you so much for everybody who has been on the stream. Really nice, you know, having you on board. And of course, I'm going to be streaming live at 5 p.m. Streaming live at 5 p.m. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. You have hit the notification button so that when we come live, you are notified. That is, you know, that's the news. That's the story I've been looking at. The player himself, Phillipe Anderson, linked to Arsenal. Why not? I'm gonna leave the stream. Let me see how many likes we have. We have 54. Leaving the stream. I'll come back later to discuss more transfer news, especially around the Emirates Stadium.